This one time, a couple went out for lunch. True story. Husband, wife, and the kids went out to have lunch. So they got out from their house, drove somewhere along Langata Road here in Nairobi, and then they are ordering their food, the drinks came, and the man abruptly said, the mechanic just called me and he's just across the road. So I'm thinking while we are waiting for our order to be ready, I'm going to go over to the other side of the road, deposit the car with him, come back in a taxi, so that by the time we've eaten, we have the car ready and we go home, because I've wanted to fix the car for a long time. And the wife said, no. I mean, it's family time out. You could take the car any other day. Today we're just hanging out. Just hang in there. And the guy said, no, I've wanted this thing fixed. It makes a lot of noise. And the wife was like, I didn't hear any noise. There's no need for you to go now. Let's just hang out with the kids and eat. It's not that important. The car can move still. And the guy was like, no, you have no idea how this thing has troubled me. I have to go. After all, I'm not going to go for long. So the wife said, all right. So, okay. So I guess you can go then. So the guy goes, and then an hour passes, and 2 hours passes, and 3 hours passes, and the wife is texting and calling. He's missing some calls, picking others. And then maybe 3.5 hours later, he comes back. But then when he sits down, the wife notices foam from a soap in his left ear, right? and the wife says, did you shower at the garage? So the husband does this to the ear and then turns to the wife and said, what foam? After clearing the foam from his ear. And then the wife was like, you just wiped it out. He said, don't talk to me like that. What foam did you see? Which foam? Where? Where? What foam? Are there showers in the garage? Are you mad? Good evening. My name is Eric and this is Eric's Stories. I want us to talk about ways to deal with gaslighting spouses. Are you a gaslighter yourself? Are you Mr. Foreman? Oh my goodness me. Sometimes I'm so elated I'm not in a relationship. Can you imagine the madness people go through here? Mental manipulation, where you're made to question your own reality, is the best definition of gaslighting. Have you been gaslit? How do you deal with a gaslighting spouse? How? Men and women gaslight people all the time. Another story a friend of mine once told me, they were driving and then she was looking for a headband or something under the car, and then she felt some hard object, lifted the thing up, it was another woman's shoe. And guess what the husband who was driving did? Took the shoe, threw it out, and then continued driving. And then the woman was like, whose shoes are those? Those are not mine. Then the guy was like, what shoes? What shoes? Agnes, what shoes? So how do you deal with somebody so psychotic? Oh my goodness me. All right. So if properly applied, gaslighting can make you start questioning your own sanity. And it's not a good thing. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's painful. At the tail end of it, you're like, am I mad, Andrew? Why do you make a fool out of me? And if he insists in his gaslighting, you start questioning yourself. And you get depressed and stressed out, and you keep second guessing yourself. So surely, it's difficult. It's not a laughing matter. So first, I think it's important to identify characteristics of a gaslighter or personalities of a gaslighter. All right? Some of the things they do. One of the things gaslighters do, be they male or female, they frequently lie to you and don't feel an iota of guilt about lying. And they lie perpetually without batting an eyelid. They lie. The second characteristic of a gaslighter is they cannot admit their mistake. Never, ever, ever, ever. They will never admit their mistake. And then the third and equally very important characteristics of a gaslighter is that they get extremely furious when found out. If you call them out or you criticize their gaslighting, they get very furious and really upset with you. All right? Some of the phrases gaslighters use, except for the two examples I've given, are you becoming a psycho? Anne, are you becoming a psycho? Or if they are a lady, they'll be like, Philip, are you psychotic? You are just insecure and jealous. No, you are not. You found a panty that is not yours in the bedroom. in his drawers. I am not insecure and jealous. I don't have any yellow panties. Whose is this? Do you have any relatives who is mad in your homestead? They ask questions like that. Or they say something like, you're making all that stuff up. No, I am not. I found a shoe in the hind of the car. I showed it to you. You picked it from my hand and you threw it away. So those are some of the phrases gaslighters use. So how do you deal? That is the $1 million question. I have some ideas. Run with me some of your own so we see if we can help out this gaslighting situation. The first thing I think you should do, it doesn't help to argue with the gaslighter. It's futile. Don't do it. Instead, sit them down and try to sensibly have a conversation, and hopefully this can give them some sort of a calming effect. Hopefully. But don't argue, because they'll make you feel more and more psychotic. Don't argue with them. Second thing, don't second guess yourself. Wearing you down is the weapon most gaslighters use. Be confident in yourself and distinguish between what you are being pressured to believe and what you know for sure or what you believe for sure. Have that distinction. This is what he's insisting happened, but this is exactly what happened. All right? So don't second guess yourself. You're not mad. They are gaslighting you. Third and very important thing I think somebody should do is have a good knowledge of yourself, and better yet, understand your own identity. Who are you? If you know who you are, nobody can drive you to the left or to the right or in the middle or to the back. No. You know who you are. You know who you are, and some accusations cannot stand. That is not who I am, John. That is not who I am. But if you don't know who you are, anybody can come up with all manner of wild things and say against you. And then it does hurt. Okay? So have a better understanding of who you are. The thing I think also can help in dealing with a gaslighter is to take a closer look at their accusations, and see if there's any credibility in what they're trying to say. Because some of the things they say are completely obnoxious. They're so sick. They are really, really sick. So seek for credibility in what they're throwing at you. All right? You're saying that I cheated because I came in home at 8, while I brought up this conversation about a text I found on your phone. What are you on about? Philip, I cheated because I came home at 8. What about the text I was bringing to the fore that we should discuss? I saw a text pop up, and the text read, "Yesterday night was amazing. Can't wait for Saturday. You told me that this Saturday you have a conference in Malindi. Why would I doubt the text? Where is my 8 o'clock coming in? Let's discuss the text." So take a closer look at their accusation of the thing they're accusing you of. It's not about 8 o'clock that you came in. It's about the SMS. The other thing to do with a gaslighter is seek professional help if things go out of hand. It's not a light matter. I know people who are stressed out because of their partners doing this to them. The gaslighting is not a laughing matter. So seek professional help. And then finally, and I think the most important of all, love yourself enough to leave. Leave them. Leave them this weekend, by the way. Don't get to Christmas with that gaslighter of a man or a woman. Don't. Because it's just going to get worse. It will get worse. You've brought it up. You've talked about it. You've sought help. They are gaslighting you beyond. And you don't want that. You deserve so much better. Don't you think? Which other ways do you think you can deal with a gaslighter? Good evening.